Yeah.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
What's up, dude?
Hey, good
Love
evening.
it. I love that intro,
Welcome.
man.
Oh man, I had to mix it up. I try to do something a little different each time we get a new guest on there and get some new tunes that we won't get busted for. So work our way around some stuff so we can stay out of Facebook jail.
That's what I like to
But
hear.
yeah, man. To the viewer, welcome to the Resoluters Part 2. And it is Manic Monday. To get everyone caught up, I am Mark Jeske, Jeff Coy, my hetero life mate and partner in sweat. We are participating.
Yes,
thank you, sir. We're participating in a 90-day challenge. This is our second challenge after gleaning some good results out of our first bout with this attempt and learning from some hard to ramp up for round 2. Has been a Marine and completed successful body transformation periods before in our past. So we're looking to extrapolate those skills and build some new ones through studying. Oh my God, reading again, get this stuff put together and share our results with you. So we'll encourage you, and then we'll also be having lifestyle guests to join us to share with us something very interesting and something that might encourage us in our lives to move towards something like whether it's travel or building a new skill set. Wonderful guests that can join us to share with us their body transformation victories or challenges or lessons. As tonight, we have Rebecca Washburn joining us tonight. Her body transformation challenge, putting her results thus far. So we'll love to hear about her details and things that she's had to control. So there, we got an intro back in. We got it in. Boom. Now people know what the fuck we're talking about. Okay. Last time we were just like, we're pieces of shit. We're back.
Suck.
Nice feedback. So,
we're not worthy.
Yeah, Dad, man, we lost the LBs, man. There's not all of them yet. We're still on track.
I did. I feel better now since January.
Me too, man. I'm gonna make this transformation my bitch. I'm telling you. So,
me too.
catch me up. Let's talk about the what have we done? Like, give me some updates on.
So worked out. Yeah, so I've worked out every day. Just basically done everything from walk around the neighborhood. I haven't gotten to Cowles Mountain yet. I haven't gotten that far yet, but I've done a good maybe half-mile walk around the neighborhood. And then alternating my workouts, trying to do less weightlifting, although I really love weightlifting, so it's kind of hard to just stop doing it. But
well, let's chat about that.
Cardio, less. Yeah.
I know why you're weightlifting. So give the audience a quick little recap of that, Reggie.
So basically, what happened is I have a bum elbow right now. I've had tennis elbow since July. I did a good workout with my son in July, and somehow I pulled something in my elbow where it's going all up my forearm, up my triceps. Hard to grasp things. So it's been really, really tough for me to lift because it just keeps. Every time it heals itself or gets less painful, I say, cool, I can work out again. And I start working out and I re-aggravate it. So I went to the doctor. They said it's definitely a tennis elbow. I got to go get some physical therapy where they're just going to teach me how to stretch right, which I already know how to stretch right, but I'm going to go anyway just in case there's something I'm missing. Sure. And the doctor said, less lifting, more working out with your body, swimming, walking, running, jogging, climbing mountains, doing whatever physical activities you could do will help you out a lot more rather than lifting the weights.
Okay, well, especially when you're, compensating for the elbow thing and get you on track with your hernia. I can't pronounce it right.
Yes.
Hernia procedure. There you go.
Which is good. Yeah, that's going to help me out too, walking and running and swimming and all that.
Yeah, absolutely. And for me, well, same thing. We both talked about this a little bit, I think, in the past, but the idea of getting that diet in check and then making sure active has been really, we have a really active day at work or a long day. It's hard to get into the gym regardless. Super long day at work. So that being said, like you've been talking back and forth over the past week about, going for the walks and count steps and that kind of stuff to one way or another in through mobility of muscle toning.
Yeah. Hey, real quick,
Awesome.
Are we live on Facebook?
We should be.
Because I'm not seeing us.
Yep.
We're there?
Yep.
Okay.
There we are. There we are. Busted. Up our shit.
Okay, perfect. Because I'm on the Resoluters page and I'm not seeing us, so.
Oh, it's on my page. I was looted afterwards because
that's why I
Restream
head over to yours.
doesn't let me Restream doesn't share straight over to the group.
All right.
Only a handful of let's see. Post.
That's all good, buddy.
No, I'm doing some. We're gonna experiment some new shit. I got this window open. There's buttons to click on. I'm gonna try this. I got you.
Dig it.
Up in here, and then share. I'm not gonna share this. Okay, it's not letting me share it yet, but at least I can tag up on this stuff. So I can't get it into the group just yet. But we're maximizing visibility at least right now. That'd be a good question.
As long as we're streaming.
Let's see how we can do that. Indeed. All right, let's rock some questions, baby.
Let's do it, my friend. Yeah. Get some good questions this week.
Let's kick off with we're gonna do a little Jake Odenkrantz, Odie, our classmate and our first guest of all time, from Denver, Colorado. All right, he's asking what proteins are best for digestion and hormonal balance. All right, with this, fish has the leanest possible protein you can do as well, and is easier on your digestive system. Steaks would be, I think, my number 2 to fish. But that being said, it does take much longer to digest. Its own challenge at certain points. Chicken, I put chicken almost in last place. It is a healthy and inexpensive protein, but for guys, which I know what Jake is asking for, chicken is. It can, with the hormones that are used in chicken or just the natural quality of that protein, it can raise estrogen within the system. So chicken produce, who cares? But if you're going to make it like your go-to on a daily thing, if you're doing meal prep and that kind of stuff, maybe less chicken, more fish. And then eggs, I'm all about it. Okay, morning, noon, good for you. A good ritual is 4 eggs a day. For all the natural eggs. So there you go. Good question, Jake. There you go, bud.
Perfect. Good question, Jake. All right. My first question is from Dan. Yeah. My first question is from Dan Mason down in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico.
Oh, suffering, isn't
he? Writing from a yacht. Dan writes, Jeff, I tried your shake. It was good. And I used celery seed like you said, but I ended up having a lot more gas. Why is this? Well, I'll tell you, Dan, I had the same problem. And I found it might be lactose, okay? Maybe because of the milk that I was putting in there, the low-fat milk that I was putting in there, drinking it every single day, lots of milk going every single day, might have been causing lots of gas going on there. So I actually switched it up this last week and tried Mark's recipe with some coconut water. And with the coconut water has helped. Go figure. So a lot less gas for me. Keep going with the celery seed. Don't be afraid of it. It's gonna take the gas away. But try switching it up with coconut water instead of milk. And then if you do find that you're having something's not digesting correctly, or if you're feeling abdominal pain or bloody stool, consult a doctor. You could have IBS, you could have another medical issue, but for now it could be just lactose.
How often do you get to use bloody stool in a statement? Jesus Christ.
Good old bloody stools.
Oh man, that's hard. Watch out, Dan. Oh,
Mr. Jeffrey Sinatra says, "What's up?" By the way,
what's up, Mr. Sinatra? The producers in the house, ladies and gentlemen. I think I saw a little thing pop up here live on YouTube. I think. Yeah,
there we go. And he says seeds can create colitis. Go figure.
Cool. Hard pass on colitis.
Well, that's all we need. I will pass on that.
I have a relative. It's no fun. It's no fun journey.
No fun. So maybe pass on the seeds. I don't know. I like them.
Yeah, seeds. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about Dr. Alexander Sung from NOLA.
Oh, Dr. Sung.
Yeah, Dr. Sung back in the house. He's all, how do you prioritize cutting back on alcohol, such as strategies? For me, and like Jeff and I were in the room earlier about, just for me, I know I'm a stress drinker. Like I look forward to getting to that day off and just decompressing and dissecting my brain from the world. I think that's going to clearly need to cut alcohol out of my diet. So I'm about 2 weeks now dry without having anything, maybe 10 days, somewhere in there. What has helped me out is meditation. A choice, and I know Jeff's got a little bit shortly, but meditation is definitely helpful in having a routine to relax and de-stress that doesn't involve alcohol. Stretching, I think mobility and those kind of activity thing as well, Jeff, definitely contributes towards when you have something else to distract you. You don't need to be distracted. You don't have to focus on drinking as something that you're looking forward to. And then just normal habits of times when drink, whether it was hanging out or talking with grabbing a sparkling water. So you're going to have that muscle memory of socializing and drinking something. I would recommend like Topo Chico or any kind of bottle that's the same size as a beer bottle if you're going out and have at least your muscle memory. You're going to feel that physical sensation, the same thing. And as long as you're having a good time and cutting up with your friends, that's the most important part. And just focus on. It was my first day off, whatever the 2 days off that I had, and spent that time meditating and trying to focus on staying at home and working on my goals and planning out the world and not really going out and chatting with people on the phone very much, but just kind of dialing it in. And I felt like that itch inside of getting me the fun to go out and do stuff like Saturday, or whatever your day off is to go do that. And I just made a conscious choice. I'm not going out, stay in. I'm going to work on these goals. I'm going to read some different books, get some new knowledge, to break up my interrupting patterns. Goes a long way to help and stay on track, because that was one of my biggest challenges in our first 90 days was drinking. Even though that challenge was only 1 day a week, then learning, as we've been saying, we chatted about this in the last episode, of how detrimental to weight loss drinking is, and not having the time in my day to work out that much. Because if your liver is unable to process fast due to drinking for up to 4, had 10 drinks or something, or even 5, you just lost 2 days out of your momentum for the week. Not to mention the water retention or perhaps the eating habits that follow after that. So that's what's helped me. Stretching, meditation, taking a day to make sure you're mentally reset, and then get a little sparkling water, a little Topo Chico, or like I'm drinking rainwater, to something else. That physical motion.
Yeah. Well, that kind of leads into my question. We pretty much had the same question here, because I got a question from Daniel Thompson, over in Nashville, Tennessee. And Daniel says, I'd like to cut down on my drinking, but I'm finding it difficult. What tips may you have to slow my roll? And so, listening to what Mark said and building off of that, Daniel, you need to make a plan, but just stick to it. What days are you going to drink? What days aren't you going to drink? And stick to that plan first and foremost. And then kind of stretch yourself a little bit further as you go along. Okay, I'm going to drink 2 days a week. My 2 days off, I'm going to drink 2 days a week. Okay, I'm going to drop that to 1 day off, but don't do it all at once. Try not to cut a cold turkey so you're going to find yourself jumping back into the bottle. And just remember, take everything 1 day at a time. Try different things to do. Try focusing like Mark said on meditation and doing different things. But try doing different things. But if it leads back to alcohol, just take it 1 day at a time. It'll come back, and then always stay hydrated. If you're out at the bar pounding a few, Daniel, I know you like to pound a few, so just have a drink, and then have some water. Have another drink, have some water, maybe go 2 waters. But try to slow your roll on that, Daniel. But I believe in you, buddy.
He's up on that shit, bud. The audience is like, you guys are so mean to this poor man with a drinking problem.
People are be calling Daniel, oh, I'm so sorry, bud. You need help?
Just when we texted you earlier, bro. Yeah. Oh shit, man, that's awesome. Okay, well played. Go ahead. All right, next from Ray Clark, questioner on our episodes from Houston, Texas. Does pineapple juice really make your scene? You can always count on Ray. For all the ladies watching.
Ray.
Yes, it does.
Oh.
That's it.
Snap of it. I wouldn't know. I'm never going to know.
You, buddy.
Well, there's your answer. Good job.
That's it.
All right. Well, I got one from Julie Legg. Julie Legg in San Diego, California. She writes, it's been a while since I've worked out because I've maintained a great figure my whole life. But I'd like to get back into it. What tips can you give me for starting fresh again? Well, Julie, first off, I got 5 things for you. Start slow. Okay, don't jump back into whatever you used to do, how fast you were running, how much you lifted. If you lifted, don't jump right back into it. Think you could do the same amount. Start slow. Start low and slow. You want to build yourself back up. You get those muscles back into shape. Break them back in. Break things up if you have to. Don't overexert yourself. Be creative. Look for new things that you may not have tried before. Look for new things to work out with. Listen to your body. That's first and foremost, though. Listen to your body. It's going to tell you if it's working or if it's not working. If it's not working, try something else. Rest, stop, do what you need to do. But always remember to stretch before you work out. Make sure your body is limber and loose and ready before you work out. Don't just jump into working out because you could end up hurting yourself even more.
Indeed. I dig it. All right.
Can you dig it, sucker?
All right. I do. Okay. So we got Chris Cole Smith from HR.
Oh, Chris Cole, HR.
Yeah, in HR. How do you combat muscle soreness? I've got creatine for one, and have had positive experiences since the creatine supplement in the west part of our Eats Meets West, as it brings water into your muscles to break up the acid after you've done a nice workout, is helpful with that. Plantains have a high amount of potassium, so it's a natural supplement that will help you with muscle soreness. Hydration, as always. Hydration one more time, Mr. Coy. Hydration. And stretching. So stretching is back in. Break up that acid in there. Reggie says hi, by the way. But yeah.
Reggie.
Yeah, my pet snake.
Dig it.
That's what I got from HR.
Perfect. I got one from Charity Grove.
Right.
Charity Grove, also Santana alum.
Wow, did that just happen? We just said it at the same time?
Yes, sir.
Crazy. Okay, boom.
I'm super stressed recently. How can I relieve that stress naturally? Well, we were talking about stress just a few minutes ago. So my thing is just find an activity you like and focus on it and only it. For me, meditation. I used to do that in the Marine Corps. Like we're talking about, meditation, get you off alcohol, get you off whatever it takes. Put your brain in another state or another place. I used to turn off the lights and practice kata with my sword. Just whatever it would do to just be in a different world. Now, I mean, sometimes I just jump on the computer, play Fortnite, so do something where your mind is not focused on what's killing you, because stress will kill you. So just make sure you can find yoga, working out, walking, running, whatever it takes to get that stress out of your system and focus on something else.
Those are great points. We can talk about stress. Also, that stress will relate to your number one source of deregulating cortisol in your body. And if you have too much fight or flight response-based hormone, you'll get an insulin spike. It'll contribute to insulin resistance, prevent you from losing weight. For those of you that are on a body transformation journey. And those of you that are ready, in addition to meditation, I highly recommend lots of sex.
Yeah, well, Jeff says whack off, Jeff Adams. So whatever you floats your boat.
I think Adam's gonna be okay. He's gonna be. Don't touch the socks at his house. But
I think it's fine. I know you slept on his couch, bro. You tell me.
Air mattress. I was spooning with Cooper.
Oh yeah, the air mattress. Okay, even better.
Yeah, Trap stole the couch. So. Oh, last final contribution from Bristol Smith with a last minute entry. She must be having a rough week. She said, "Fuck Generation Z." That's it. No question.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
And I see Chris Skull saying that.
No, for sure. For sure. Just that F-bomb matrix that she's got going on. All right. Next question from my daughter, Cora Jeske in Sacramento, California. She is a budding artist and long-term practicing martial artist. Her question for her dad: can I convince my dad Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is just as cool as ninjutsu? And I love you, sweetheart, but you can't. Okay, that's what I got. I just
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is actually very cool. I watched my son take down a bunch of people that I never thought he could take down. It was amazing to watch him just take him down and get on top of him and put him in a submission hold. It was amazing. So I'm with
triangle holds are great.
I'm with Cora on that one.
I like throwing stars.
Final question from Mr. Seth Gottfried, and he said from parts unknown. Nobody knows where Seth is, but he writes, how long is too long to fast? Well, Seth, 48 hours is a good time to fast, I think. What, do you have a different answer?
Oh, no,
I think 48 hours.
I like the working up to it kind of thing. I think kind of the philosophy you had before. 2 days is great. There's with the Global Healing Center at globalhealing.com. If you're looking to cleanse your system to restart some stuff, I think that they have a 3-day cleanse there that's good, and they can show you how to build up to 5. I want to blow my brains out. I feel like getting towards the end of day 5, having done it, that it becomes easier. And then by the end of day 6, you're right back at the horrific steps. So it becomes an emotional challenge. 3 days, I had a good experience with the least amount of challenges on 3 days to work up to.
Fair enough. That's
all right.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect. That's all the questions for me.
So we got we're gonna have a quick little commercial break just to make fun of Mark Wahlberg, because I think it's hilarious, and to keep y'all inspired with some comedy as you're building on your workout routine. And very shortly we'll be into the show, and then do a little share screen as I make a bunch of noise. And enjoy this clip of one of these wonderful movies from The and Mark Wahlberg, which is I'm hot. Hit again.
I'm big. No. No.
My name All this began because it was to push myself.
Oh, yes!
Otherwise, I was looking at another sweatpants to work.
Mr. Doble, are you currently using steroids?
I think they messed me up.
Don't worry, that's what we specialize in here. Penis magic.
I'm a self-made man. I made a lot of money.
Maybe yourself ought to spend some of it on a salad.
You know who invented salad? Poor people.
What's going on?
You ever just get tired of being where you are, Adrian?
No, I kind of like it here. I mean, the waits are new to
I mean life, man. When's the last time you paid your rent when it was due? I got a plan to change that. What'd you do your time, pal? Are you fixed for a job now?
You just guy and take his things. That's so illegal.
Sure we can. Victor Kershaw is a criminal prick who deserves bad stuff to happen to him.
We go through with this. Nobody.
Oh, man. We snatch him.
There he is.
We grab him. He signs a few signatures. A protein shake? You don't know what happened. I watch a lot of movies, Paul. I know what I'm doing.
The Sun Gym gang successfully acquired every asset you had.
What happens now?
Now I go to work.
I gotta get a pump.
That's it. It's good. It hurts. I know it does. That's it. You said no violence.
And I meant it when I said, swear to God.
I cannot kill.
Duly noted. Look, when this is over, we'll all go camping. All right?
Okay.
That's a good movie.
Hi.
Hey, Mark, you on
Right.
mute?
I think he's on mute.
You're on mute.
I'm on mute. All right, so I guess that's
There
better.
he is.
All right, welcome to the show, Rebecca. Thanks for putting up with our trailer.
I loved it. I've never seen that movie.
Oh,
no,
it's such a
it's
good movie.
silly, man. A bunch of meatheads I met at the gym used to always scream "Get big!" at each other from all over.
I'm gonna have to watch it because
Yeah.
Cool. I don't believe
looks
that it's
funny.
a show, but maybe it is. But yeah. All right, so tell us about this journey of yours and how you got started on this, because you've been chipping away at this thing for a minute.
Yeah, since 2019 is when I really got serious. Like, of course, like everyone else, I was like, I'm gonna diet, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I've done everything. I've been on Weight Watchers. I've been on Jenny. I didn't do Jenny Craig, but I felt like Weight Watchers and Jenny Craig are pretty much the same thing. Slim Fast. I mean, you name it, I've tried it for sure. I even did an elimination diet for a while, which actually was very helpful. I learned. So an I did the one. It's called The Plan by Lynn Jeanette, and that particular one is where you eat certain foods that they know are not inflammatory to the body. So I mean, like basically nothing in the beginning, and then you slowly start adding foods back in, and you learn and you weigh yourself every day. So the scale's no longer your enemy. So that's one thing that did help me with that particular diet was like I got that mindset that the scale was not my enemy, because sometimes you may gain a pound and it's actually whatever you ate the day before may have actually caused inflammation in your body, and that's why you're up like a pound from the previous day. And so you would learn. I learned what. Yeah.
When I was weighing myself every day, I get
right.
You know?
And so you learn the foods that you react the most to because you're only adding one item in at a time. And so like you're like, okay, so for me, I react very poorly to turkey. Like I gained 2 pounds in one day from turkey. It inflames me. Yeah. So I don't eat I eat turkey on occasion, but I know that if I'm going to eat turkey, that's going to happen now. And so it was a kind of a neat journey. And I did lose like 10 pounds on that diet, which was not bad. But not what I wanted because I was 250 pounds and I kind of needed something more than that, you know.
Yeah.
As a big girl. Um,
That's a
so and
good
I don't
fact.
even know how it happened, huh?
I haven't even thought of what you. I've never even thought of what as far as an elimination, it's the reaction, like an individual specific food. I think that's worth drilling
Everybody's body is completely
down.
different.
Interesting.
And so that particular diet like really helped me learn my it was great also because I put my mom on it. My mom has rheumatoid arthritis. So if you have like an inflammatory disease like that can be spiked by certain foods, it's good to do an elimination diet and find out what causes the most, because now she actually has more function in her hands because she stays away from black beans are highly inflammatory to my mom, and she's a vegetarian, and as a vegetarian, black beans is a staple in a vegetarian diet. She stays away from them. She has to, because it will cause her rheumatoid arthritis. Her hands, she can't even use them when she eats them too many days in a row.
Wow, that definitely will teach you, what things to cut back on, that kind of stuff.
So it's not a bad idea. It's not. It really does help you learn your body, but it's not going to. And which helps, because if you're inflamed, you can't lose weight, right? For sure. If your body is in constant attack mode because you're inflamed, then you're not going to drop the pounds. So it is good to know what bothers you. But it didn't give me the results that I needed. You know, I wasn't there. And
it's a good start.
Right? Yeah. So what do you do? So then yeah. So then you start. I went to nutrition. So Kaiser. I'm a member of Kaiser. Mm-hmm. Yay, Kaiser. Not plugging for them or anything, but they have a wonderful nutrition program. So if you're a member of, and Blue Cross does too now. I work for a health plan, but most of your listeners probably would not use my health plan because it's in the Inland Empire and it's meant for people who are on Medi-Cal or Medicaid. I work for Inland Empire Health Plan, and but we offer food classes and or nutrition classes to help people lose weight, and we actually have, and so that's what I went through. I went through Kaiser's program. Kaiser has they call it like a healthy plate program.
Okay, well, that's interesting.
And so
in 2 days, my health plan through work that's changing, and it's changing to Kaiser. So
Kaiser has the best, like some of the best nutrition classes. They have several nutrition classes. You can participate online. You can participate in person. It doesn't matter. So I worked with a nutritionist at Kaiser and there was like 7 classes, and they basically teach you, they give you a special plate. And like you have to break your food into this plate, you measure your food, you weigh it, which was something new to me because like when I was in Weight Watchers, I weighed my food a little bit, but mostly I ate like TV dinners when I was on Weight Watchers because it was just easier, you know.
Those little Weight Watcher frozen dinners.
Right, like which is bullcrap because the amount of sodium you're taking in, you're not going to lose nothing. You're so bloated. Salt is not your friend. It is not. So, you know, bad news bears. And so, like I went to the class there, and just constantly away. I learned I lost 40 pounds from that class,
wow.
Then I started because I was too heavy. I felt to be in the gym, and yet I needed to move. So I joined Beachbody. I know a lot of people have heard of Beachbody, but I joined Beachbody and started following the 21 Day Fix.
Yeah.
Now, what is Beachbody? I haven't heard of that.
Beachbody. You can look it up.
Yeah, I've done Beachbody.
Beachbody. Okay, they on Instagram. They have a platform. They have meal plans that you can follow. They have like what I can't remember that there's one that they use besides the 21 Day Fix. 21 better for me. 20 Day Fix is these little containers, and they send you them, and then you portion size, put your weight in, and like your age and all that, and then they tell you based off of your weight and your height and all that, like how many portions these portion size containers you can have a day, and then you can prep your whole day. Like I need proteins red, so I need like like 1 cup, and the protein is like 1 cup. You can look up the measure. It's easy to find anything online. Pinterest is your best friend if you don't want to pay for the program, but you want to follow the program. You can do it on go Pinterest and get the program if you want. But 21-day fix, and like it's, and it portion size, it tells you, and it kind of almost helps you get in that mindset of macros, right? Because you know how much protein you're going to need, how much vegetables are, and you just go with it, and it doesn't drive you in a way, because you do get a little bit of fruit, so you can get some sweetness in there. There's portion for fruit is there is portions for fruit, and you go in and you set up your meals, and you follow that. Certain blood have so much fat, like the small container for fat, which is like a teaspoon, and different things like that. But and it helps you keep and I actually
How do they the percentage of this and that are supposed to be?
You put in like the little calculator, put your weight in there, and your height. I believe your height. I can't remember.
Okay.
Because it's been I don't follow that anymore. But
Okay, cool.
That helped me lose a lot of weight, and I do go back to it every once in a while when I want to, because I'm a little more lax now that I'm kind of near goal weight. I'm a little more lax with my.
Oh man, there she is.
Here.
That was the fastest connection we've ever had with this shit. Okay, that's great.
I was like, it's maybe to my Wi-Fi, but I'm not even on Wi-Fi. But yeah, so I go back to it when I want to be strict, or I feel like I'm falling off track, or like before my Spartan run just recently, we'll talk about in a minute. I was on it for a few weeks just to be sure that I was clean for the run.
Nice.
But so you can look at calculators and apps, Apple and whatever. But you can also, like I said, Pinterest is your friend. Like I don't know if I sound like I'm plugging for Pinterest, but Pinterest is your friend when it comes to if you want to follow 21 Day Fix and not pay for the program. It has recipes on there, has all kinds of stuff. But I paid for the program, or I did. So because I also got workouts, they have workouts on demand. So when you pay for the workouts on demand, you also get the meal plan that goes with it. At home workout person, Beachbody on Demand is amazing. They have so many different types of workouts that you can do. You can pick a different workout every day. You can stick with one plan. I was doing PiYo, which is Pilates and yoga at the same time, which increased my stability. It increased my strength. I have carpal tunnel, so and being fat does not help carpal tunnel in any respect. Last time I went to the doctor, he basically said I have corrected it with my amount of weight loss that I have had. I don't have as many problems with it. Yeah, it's amazing, right? What happens? I was pre-diabetic, no longer pre-diabetic. Losing. So a lot of people they'll say losing weight, you're fat phobic or you're this or you're that, but it's not. Okay, yeah, maybe a little. I don't want to be I don't want to be fat, but it's not that I'm fat phobic. I'm not afraid of being fat. I'm afraid of being unhealthy. I don't want to live. I was walking. We go to Disneyland all the time, or we used to, prior COVID, when I had passes, and I would walk around, and at the end of the day, my hips, and because I was carrying all that weight, I hurt so hurt. I was tired. I go to work and somebody beat the crap out of me, I think the thing that hit me the most, and this is the start of my wash journey, me. I went to Magic Mountain with kids, and my son, my youngest, wanted to ride bugs. Am I losing you?
Yeah, buggy.
I got a little notification. Yeah, the Speedy Gonzales ride, and he wasn't tall enough, so he needed to ride, and they had to put their foot on the bar to fucking ride. like stomping it down. This
Wow.
like 20-year-old kid. Oh, mortifying. So mortifying.
No,
My kid
that's
almost wasn't able to ride. Yeah, so
Been there
awful,
myself. Been there
awful.
myself. Got on a ride and couldn't get the bar down all the way. Well, that's also because of my hernia, but still, it was
Yeah,
eye-opening.
it's not. Well, you're riding rides with a hernia?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm stupid. I already told you guys that.
I didn't know that's a thing, but I guess your core muscles would tighten up when you're on one of those rides, right? Okay, I never thought about it.
Yeah.
I don't think
We got
that's a good idea. I
We'll
don't
be
know.
riding rides next week. I'm going to Disney World. We're going to ride
You guys
rides.
like you have a tear in your stomach, but let's go ahead and
Let's
like
do it.
put a bunch of G-force on it. No big
Why do you
deal.
have a squat belt on while you're getting on this ride? Don't worry about it.
Mhm.
My lower intestine has now shifted into my belly button. Don't worry, it's fine.
It's all over. Maybe that's my problem.
It's good.
I got duct tape. It's gonna be good.
We're good. Just push down on it with the bar. I'll be set.
That's awesome.
Well, so about I keep getting that I'm losing connection, but
Yeah, you're losing connection.
3 or 4 months of doing no.
Barely. I'm getting very robotic.
That's a little tunnel-esque.
Restore your connection. Should I turn on my Wi-Fi, you think?
Oh, you're good now.
Now you're good.
Okay.
There we did.
So, all right. I didn't do anything. I just waited.
There we go.
So after 3 or 4 months of doing like, oh my gosh, can you? I keep getting like a
Gotcha.
emotion. Okay.
We got
Doing that. My friend D, I posted some results online because I was like super proud. At that point, down like 30 pounds. So following those plans, doing Beachbody at home, doing the 21-day fix, and so I moved on from the Kaiser plan, the healthy plate plan, which tell me it's great. It's a great thing to do. But I moved on the 21-day fix, and then my friend D was, hey, I want to get back going to this gym that I go to. It's a great gym. I've lost a lot of weight there, but I don't want to go by myself. Like, she gained a lot of weight. And so I went. We were and so I joined this transformation, and they have a plan called PDI, which is follow the instructions. It's very, very. You can find that. That's another thing you can find on Pinterest. I find it on there. It's Moo Jackson does recipes for that particular plan. If anybody's interested in following that plan without actually having to join that gym, but they.
So real quick, did you say the name of your gym? Because you cut out completely when you were talking
the
about
Camp for
going to the gym.
Transformation.
Okay,
The Camp for Transformation,
Yeah.
and they have them all over. They have them. They have them all over. They're a chain. They're
Yeah,
a
my
franchise
sister-in-law goes to
rather.
one.
Yeah, they're a franchise. So I went and I died, and I loved it. I loved the fact that I died. I was like, yeah, like I can't breathe. This is amazing. My asthma was like on fire. Which, by the way, I haven't used my inhaler in over a year.
Oh,
So that's another health thing that's just quite amazing. Yeah, that happens. Like it just things that happen. So and a lot of people like just focus on like the healthy results of things that happen from losing weight and getting where you want to be. Yeah, I'm not they were telling me that I've never had high blood pressure, so I didn't have that issue. But pre-diabetic, they were talking about possibly having to put me on some sort of pill to help with the pre-diabetes and like none of that no more. None. It's gone. So, but she invited me to the gym, and then we started. Huh? Sorry.
We were talking to take a look at the gym. talking about. There's like got one 20 minutes.
Yeah, there should be one. There's one in Dallas for sure. You're in Houston though, right? I'm sure there's one in Houston. I'm sure. The people who own mine here in the high desert own the one in Dallas as well. And so when I go visit my brother and my sister-in-law, when I go to Texas, I can actually go to that one for free since they own the two, because they're franchises.
Got it.
So
Cool.
since the same owner, I can just drop into that gym and not have to pay a $5 drop-in fee, which is, I don't think that's bad.
A $5 fee to go somewhere else?
Mm-hmm.
Not too bad.
Not
Wow,
bad.
you can do that.
So I do that. I go down to San Diego. When I go to San Diego and visit my friends and I want to go work out, pay the $5 drop-in fee and I work out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun to experience new trainers and new different, because everybody does their boot camp. It's a boot camp. So it's a very almost CrossFit kind of boot camp style gym. And I went there. I was there for like 6 months, and they have an elite program where they do like personal training in groups. And I decided to go ahead and just bite the bullet and take the elite. My first trainer, his name is Joey. He left and he's now full-time in real estate. He does bodybuilding on the side, like participates in bodybuilding competition. If Joey's watching, I told him to watch because like he's inspiration. He really got me totally into fat burning mode. Like I hit this plateau at like 175, just couldn't lose weight at all. Joined his elite class and got down to 150. And and it was like, yeah.
How'd that go?
That's amazing.
Right. And so all I did is follow the FTDI meal plan. That's important. And then I can't explain it. It's like, it's not a lot of food, you guys. So you're like, you can eat chicken and fish, and there's certain types of fish that you can have. Tilapia is one, salmon, of course. If you're on a challenge, because they have a challenge where you can lose up to 20 pounds in 6 weeks and you're not there and you're not meeting it, they tell you they have this thing called tilapagus. And that's why they call it tilapagus, because you need to eat just tilapia and asparagus. That is all you're allowed to eat. And and you will drop a lot of weight. Don't get me wrong. You also stink. You stink.
It smells good.
You stink. Yeah. No, but like, just your like a tilapia is not a very healthy fish. Like, in my opinion, like it's just like it makes your body like when you sweat, you stink. So between the asparagus and the tilapia, like when you go in that building, who is trying to lose their last like 5 to 10 pounds for the last 2 weeks of the challenge, because they stink. They like smell. There's a unique smell that comes out of someone's pores when they only eat tilapia and asparagus. Let me tell you.
That's gnarly.
Funky.
You guys see that that Dallas Buyers Club, that McConaughey movie? Did you guys ever see that?
Oh yeah.
That's the diet he did, which was the fish.
To get in that role?
The tilapia and that kind of stuff. That was his weight plan. Get down so skinny. The only caveat is he allowed himself to drink as much wine as he wanted, which I'm not going to recommend that to the people watching the show. But he got down to pretty ridiculously scrawny. So I'm gonna have to.
It works. It really does work. I know a lot of people don't like it
already.
Well, I guess I'm going on the tilapia asparagus diet real quick here.
Right. Well, you can have rice with it, but it's like a very little. It's like I eat 1 ounce. I only eat like 1 ounce of rice. They allow you like
1 ounce
up to 3.
like
I think.
One nugget.
No, I cook it. I can't explain. I measure it out and I cook it. I don't eat a lot of carbs personally. I don't follow I cut it back farther than what they allow. They allow a lot more carbs than I do, or than I eat. I don't. Yeah. I don't like to eat a lot of carbs. But because it makes me so tired. I'm already tired. So it's just not for me.
Well, you've got your body there, and you've done the research of what your body reacts to as well, right?
Right. And white rice I'm not inflammatory, but it does make me I just get sluggish. I get very sleepy with steamed, and I do jasmine rice and all of that, but it just makes me very sleepy. And you're allowed to have the jasmine rice on the plan. the FTDI. So, but yeah, so I followed that, went to the personal training. And so it's just a long journey of working out every day. I get up every day and I go. There's days I don't. I would say I get one rest day a week. Sometimes I don't. I don't recommend that to other people. Okay.
Right.
Like, I'm crazy. So you should have rest days. It's important. I remember I just got this lecture from somebody. But because I did my Spartan run and then I went to the gym today.
Well,
So,
it depends on where
but,
you're at. If you feel up to it, that's totally fine. I mean,
right.
a lot of trainers recommend doing 6 days on, like having that 1 hour of intensive training each day. If you're weightlifting and you have the recovery time to do taste, it's definitely proven increased recovery and gains. But then when your rest day, that doesn't necessarily mean you don't work out, but you could do something that's more mobility driven, like going for a walk or hiking or that intense for your 7th
Right.
day.
Exactly.
I'll recommend it. Yeah.
But right. So yeah, but I go morning and evening because I've actually gotten my kids involved in this whole fitness journey. So my daughter comes with me early in the morning, about twice a week. Because she goes to performing arts school and she is in dance and aerial gymnastics, or like, what do they call it? Circus.
They got circus
Um,
classes there?
yeah, they have circus classes. She does
Wow.
like Cirque Soleil type shit.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, she like flails
Yes.
from so she works out at school because they have conditioning class. You have to have a really solid core to be able to hold yourself up on those silk ropes. So
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So she already does that, but she comes with me when she doesn't have she knows she's gonna have like an easier day at school when it comes to PE. And so she comes with me in the morning and she gets up very disciplined, very, very, I'm proud of her for that. She has kidney disease and, she takes care of herself. So we've done a lot to combat it and, I'm really proud of her. So, but she gets up with me, gets up 4 a.m. and comes with me to the gym every
Does this
day. Not every day,
physicality-
but every time she can. Huh?
Does this help with does this physicality?
It does. I think it helps more with her mental state than anything, because like hers is an autoimmune disease, so it just flares up when she gets, like, if she gets a cold or she gets sick. We've been in remission since we started. We do chemo about every year now. We haven't done it this year because she hasn't had any spikes. And like, we check her protein levels in her blood, in her urine rather, because what happens is her body doesn't process protein properly and it spills it into the surrounding cells and her kidneys won't put it into the bloodstream. And so you can tell. So we test once a month to see if she has a spike in protein levels. And if she does, then they do a 1 week bout of chemotherapy and it puts her right back into remission. But we haven't had to do that in a year. So.
Well, that's called great news.
Great. That's great news.
Yeah, great. And so, but yes, working out and but being like all of that, like eating healthy, making sure that you're working out, all of that does definitely help your body. Like, I think that a lot of what she's doing now, I mean, we just haven't seen a flare up. Like, it just hasn't happened. So I'm sure that whatever we're doing is helping. She doesn't eat a lot of salt. She can't eat over 2,000 milligrams a day. So we all don't. Like, poor family. Like, that's the rule. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Are you boiling everything? I mean, it's like,
huh?
Yeah, I don't know. All right,
What?
so are you boiling your food? I was just curious. Like, how are you cooking without salt?
Oh, when she first was diagnosed, there was nothing on the market low sodium, like nothing. So I used to boil tomatoes and peel the skin and blend and make my own sauce. And like, and then eventually a lot of places started offering crushed tomatoes without salt. And there's certain things like, and so I just buy everything low sodium now because it's available now. It was not when she was diagnosed at 6 years old. And when she was first diagnosed, it was rough. I actually, I think I slept because I would have to meal prep and figure. I just did so much research on what we could do, how we could try to keep her healthy. I'm getting all emotional. How we try to keep her healthy and just out of the hospital. We were in the hospital twice a year for 2 weeks at a time. It was really, really rough when she was little, very rough. And I just feel bad. She was stronger than me. Like, I don't, they come in, they poke, they prod her, like they give her all this medicine. Like they'd have to, albumin is the protein in your blood. She used to have transfusions twice a year to be able to put the protein back into her body. 6 years old, doing that every 6 or so months. Yeah, she's a phenomenal person.
Heck yeah.
I think it's when you're younger, kids are tough. And I don't know, just remember going through things when I was younger. It's like, it seemed easier than if I had to take going through it now. Because like now you're like, oh no, I know it's hard now. As you get older, you recognize for how hard. So she just has victories to look back upon, but hopefully she'll never have to again. So.
Right. Oh yeah, so she does well. And then my oldest goes to the gym with me. He's started this his whole, cause he's like, I think I want to go to the gym. We just started this last year. We go 3 days a week. We do hypertrophy, which is a split type of training. We do pull and legs. So we do a push workout is shoulders. It's all the muscles you use to push, right? So your shoulders, your triceps, and your chest. And then pull is everything, your lats, your back, like your whole back and your biceps. And then legs, of course, there's legs. And then I add abs every time, every session, because we only die for him, do abs every session. And he's my little nerd. He plays Dungeons and Dragons, and he's just super smart. He's going to graduate with an associate's degree in cybersecurity. He's super smart. So I always tell him he's going to be the alpha nerd, because
yes,
none of his friends. None of them do he's the alpha. Awesome. He's deadlifting and all of that, and it's so cute because we have to deadlift on the Smith machine. I don't know if anybody's familiar with what the Smith machine is. It's a solid piece of equipment. It has hydraulics on it, and you put lift up and it stays in form. It's a great if you're not sure what you're doing with things. You can do an pull with it. You can do presses with it. It keeps the bar in a straight line. So you can do shrugs, put it on shoulders and do shrugs, and you can change the weights with it, but it really keeps you in form. So if you're new to the gym and you're not really sure what to use, find yourself a Smith machine. I'm telling you, it's where it's at. And you can, once again, I don't know why, but I'm telling you, Pinterest is my best friend with working out. You can find a lot of different Smith machine workouts on Pinterest, and they're all good. All of them.
I'm going to have to search. I haven't been on Pinterest, but I'm going to have to go check it out. Smith machines are amazing. I love Smith machine, alternating leg squats, or lunges rather, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Smith machine lunges are the best. It'll protect your form, muscle isolation, and safer than doing a squat. I swear by it.
Yep. And the best, and then you get the best jokes out of Smith machines. Have you guys ever been to the gym and seen somebody? Okay, it's a stabilized machine, and I see people putting clips on it. Oh my god.
Yep. It's not going anywhere, buddy. Your weights aren't falling off.
Oh, your new is cool. I don't even put clips on a regular squat. I don't put clips on a regular squat. Sometimes I put too many plates on, and I need to be able to tilt it.
Yeah.
So then, when Joey left the gym, a trainer, her name is Barbie, and she is my She's evil,
She's a
and
devil.
I love her. She's evil. I've sent Jeff some of her workouts before, and
Yeah,
he's like,
I've seen
"Yeah,
them.
no."
She's like, "Can you do this?" I'm like, "Nope."
It's a lot.
Shit, I
It's
feel
like all this
watching
stuff. It's
Jeff's
like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's so because of her, I started getting into health competitions. She's encouraged me to get into these different health competitions. And so like I do a lot of fundraisers with competitions. I think that's a way to keep yourself in track. Like right now, I'm raising money for the Wounded Warrior Project by doing burpees every day. I haven't been doing them for the last few days because when I did my Spartan run, if you can't complete an obstacle, you have to do 30 burpees. So I couldn't complete. Yeah. So I saving them up because I figured there was going to be some that I was just going to fail at because there were 30 obstacles. And yeah. So I got 90. I missed out of the 30 obstacles. I missed 3 that I just couldn't do. So I did 30.
Statistically, that sounds.
Yeah, it was.
So you have to do 30 burpees for every obstacle you miss.
Every obstacle you're not able to complete, you need to do 30 burpees or a
So you did 90
penalty lap. It depends on the obstacle. So yeah, I did 90 burpees. I missed 3. Actually missed 4 because there was one where it was a penalty lap, and I'm so mad. So it's like a monkey bar, and you go across, but it turns. The whole thing turns. You have to twist your body and turn as you're doing the monkey bars. I fell and knocked the air out of myself. Oh, and then having to pick myself up and run that penalty lap was painful. Painful.
Oh man.
During jiu-jitsu class.
That's the
Yeah.
worst.
And then every time we got hit, we had to do
I've never done a Spartan run before. My friend Dustin, my friend Laura, we've been friends since birth. My dad and her dad were best, and she married this guy Dustin, and like he's on a weight loss journey too, and he's done quite a bit himself. He's like we've been talking. We've always just been like we were always kind of like the chubby kids. Laura's naturally skinny, that lucky bee, and right. So she's like I'll tell you this in a second, but like she's so lucky. But we ran into each other at the gym, and like so we started deciding that we were going to do fitness competitions together. So anyhow, so like he was doing squats with me for like cancer projects and different things like that, and then he started getting into Spartan racing. And I hadn't done any challenges like that before. He did a super, and I like saw the videos and the photos from it. A super is like 10 kilometers and 20 obstacles. So he did a super, and I was like, oh, I want to do that. And he's like, okay, I'm Beast in September, and that's when I was supposed to originally do the Beast. But they got fires in Tahoe, so I had to change to San Jose because they canceled my event. But a Beast is 21 kilometers and 30 obstacles. Yeah. So the first major challenge I ever decided to do out the gate, I decided to do the toughest, the toughest one that they usually offer. There's an ultra, that one's really tough. But they only offer that like 3 times a year, and they didn't have it this particular competition. But I did a Beast, and so here's my medal.
Right on. Congrats.
Yay.
Yeah.
21 kilometers.
Yeah, so like 14, and then it's Spartan kilometers. So they do not. This is the thing. Oh, these people. So they do aerial. Everything's aerial. So it is not actual like topographical miles. So if you're climbing up a straight freaking hill, which we did, that was like a mile according to my Fitbit. That hill was a mile, but according to GPS, because I had my GPS aerial on, it was only a quarter of a mile.
Oh.
So Spartan miles, that was only a quarter of a mile because it's aerial. Yeah. So my Fitbit said that for Saturday, I had climbed 565 flights of stairs. The hills I went up and down, down 565 flights of stairs. And to put that in perspective, the Twin Towers 110 flights of stairs. I did time.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
I was so sore. So
No
Oh, I
shit.
believe it.
out the gate. The gate. So you to
But
start
you
the
did.
race, you have to jump
There you
over
go,
a
kids.
5-foot
Smith machine.
wall.
What?
To start the
Just
race,
to
you have to
start.
jump over a 5-foot wall. Then run. Like run to your next obstacle.
I'd be kind of curious.
So I
how
ran
many
the
people
first 3 miles because the
count
first
that first wall.
oh, you had to do
No
burpees
kidding.
if you didn't make it over that wall. Like how embarrassing
Wow.
is that? In front of like everybody standing there waiting
Yeah.
and watching you like get over the wall. So you got to do burpees.
Mm.
I was like, I'm making
Oh,
it over
no.
this wall. I'm making it over. I made it. It was
Nice.
actually. I remember I hopped up over it and made it over. And my teammates Joe and Dustin were both like, "Oh, she made it!" Like I was like, "Yeah,
Well, how tall are
What a
you?
great
I made
story.
it."
That's awesome.
I'm
Rebecca, how tall
5'2".
are you? Okay, that might be
5'2".
part of why they were like, oh. Yeah.
When I scaled the 8-foot wall, they were like, "Oh, okay." Like because there was an 8-foot wall
You
in the middle of the
Spider-Man
race.
that?
There's so there's a little foothold. There was a foot. They told you could any means possible to get over, and that you could have if you're working in a team. They give you a step up, right? So
Okay.
I didn't use on the 8-foot one 8-foot wall. I used the hand up. I did, but the 6-foot wall, I just put my foot on there's a cable like holding the wall up. I put my foot on the cable and like grabbed up and then just used my whole upper body and pulled myself up
Right on.
Interesting.
and then flipped over. Yeah.
What was the highest wall height?
I climbed so there's this wall. It's not really a wall. It's a metal structure. That was 25 feet. I had to climb up all these metal bars, and the bars are uneven. So you have to kind of like climb this way and then back this way and back up again and basically flinging one leg up and then holding on. And I'm really scared of heights because I'm short and I've never really been up high. So like, like I'm always low to the ground. That's where I belong. Like that's where God intended me to be. So like the ground. So so getting up there, like I got I have to like put one leg on one bar and then like hold on with all my might and like pray, like give all my my power to the Lord and then fling my other leg up and then do it over and over again, like 6 bars. And once I got to the top, I straddled the bar and then flung myself over and then like climbed down like a ladder and hopped down. I'll have professional photos from that one. They have on the course, they have professional people. One thing I was super proud about was I didn't realize that there were some of the carries, like they had a farmer's carry and an Atlas carry obstacle. I didn't realize there were different weights for the men, and I was doing the men's weights. So yay!
Look at you.
Super.
So and that's Barbie because Barbie makes me lifty. So.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
But
terrified.
That's awesome.
So that's that. Yeah, I was if you ever come out to visit, I want you to meet her. I'll take you. She'll let you come to elite training, and you can try it out.
Oh, I'll try it out, and I'll be done in 5 minutes.
A lot of people throw up in her class, just like when she does regular class. She does regular class. People throw up. Yeah.
I hear the vibrates.
She has a special she leaves the door open when we have I'll grow up when they first go to a boot camp. It's normal. It's intense. It's high intensity, and they do a lot of like Tabata style workout. So you only get like 10 seconds between each, interval of this high intensity workout. So a lot of people do throw up. It's normal. It's normal. It's okay. You'll be fine.
Everyone brings their own bucket. Cute. Decorate it, bumper stickers,
No, there's like this spot outside. They open up the back door and everybody just kind of yaks out there.
So you get extra burn because you got to run outside to throw up.
In the backyard.
Yep.
Right. It's either cold or hot. I live in the
great
desert
outside.
and there's no in between.
Yeah.
Oh, no shit. Oh.
I
Oh, you've been answering him as we've been going along. So you started
Yeah.
out on this journey
Okay.
where the elimination diet, there was some time spent with weight, prefabricated meals, and then you worked into meal prep, and then was it Joe? And then to Barbie. You got 2 different trainers
Barbie.
that kind of helped you overcome your plateaus. And now you're crushing Wallace's. So what's next?
So next year I'm going to be doing a trifecta. So in
Oh.
January I'm going to be doing my youngest, my 7-year-old wants to do the kids Spartan, so I'll be running a kids Spartan with him in January.
Nice.
And it's only 2 miles. He'll be fine. He runs track. Weston's very fit. He plays baseball. He runs track. He plays football. So he's just he's a sports guy. And he's been wanting to do this run because he thinks he's going to crush it, and I think he will too. I think he'll have fun. That's the most important part. I think he'll have a lot of fun. So we're going to do that, and then at that same race, because it's 3 days.
Rubber.
Yeah, he's oh my gosh, maybe he'll take a nap after doing that. Like maybe he'll finally sleep. Like if I could half his energy, that would be amazing. It would be great. But
Kevin was a good
he's actually out of all my kids, he's the most like me in personality wise, and he's incredibly difficult to parent yourself, like incredibly difficult to parent yourself. I'm like, oh, and like all the things you don't like about yourself, when they're exhibited in your child, you're like, how do I fix that? I don't even know how to fix me.
Like, no, it's brutal. It's like when they're doing it, you're like, oh, I did that.
Yeah.
Like teaching them this.
Yeah.
And like
you can't even go, where did you learn this from? You know, like, you taught me.
Right. And you look at it and you realize how unattractive it must be for other people to watch you do that shit. You know, you're like, oh, it's maybe I really need to fix me. Ugh. Yeah.
Get out of here. Wake up call with my oldest daughter in high school because her attitude, and then my youngest one also, which she would just dissect and overanalyze everybody and just break them down in a debate. And I'm pretty good. And then they start asking you questions. You're like, all right, I'm really get together.
Right? Oh no.
My middle one was like, it's okay, Dad.
Isn't it great? I love it. Right? Yeah. So we're gonna do, so him and I are gonna do that, and then the next day I'm gonna do the 5K. So my goal is to do 3 races, at least 3 super Spartans. So they give you these medals and you can put them in there's a plate. And once you've done each type of race, you can put them in this plate, and then it makes the full circle of the medal.
Look at you. And, that's cool.
So I'm going to do another beast. And I'm going to do I'm going to do a super, and I'm going to do the sprint is what it's called. We have a team. So if anybody's interested and they're in California, even if you're not in California, because I'm actually going to be going, I think I'm going to go to the one in Dallas for one of my it's a great excuse to travel, right? Like,
heck yeah.
So it's a great excuse to travel. You tell you tell your boss, I'm taking time off because I'm gonna go party. No, that doesn't sound as good, right? But I'm taking time off because I've trained and planned. And that's the thing, is I find that's what helps me keep consistent is the training. I couldn't even walk a mile. And now I'm running, 14 miles, 14 and a half miles, and it's not even hard. Like it's I mean, it's hard.
Says you.
It's hard if it's like the terrain that they put you on, but like if I'm running flat terrain, it's not that bad. It's not. It's weird. It's weird. I didn't think I'd ever be here. I'll tell you that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's when you go through a process like this. It's like when I'd done this before, I got up to it. I'd never been a good runner as a kid. And then one of the transformation challenges I did, I got up to where I was doing 6 miles a day, 6 days a week. And that moment, like after you shed some of the weight, one of the things that stood out to me most is I was on the treadmill all the time. And on one of the transformation challenges, I remember being so used to being on the treadmill and so used to being heavy, I was out to go run to catch up with them. And I felt like I just launched. Like I was so used to being heavy and not being able to. And I was like, oh my God, I ran past him. Because I was just like not used to how easy it was to run. One, running had never been
easy. Crazy, right?
So that feel the holy shit. Cool.
I have a big old bruise from one of the obstacles. I'm like, oh, that hurts.
What happened?
She's competing with Jeff.
All over my body. I don't know. My arm.
That's doing any help with selling this.
But I have a big bruise. I just, all of the climbing and like throwing yourself over, you're just trying to make it through these obstacles. I have bruises on my elbows from army crawling underneath barbed wire. So, I mean, these obstacles are intense.
While you were gone.
Beg your pardon?
I said, were they shooting the guns overhead like regular boot camp? Were they firing?
No.
Live fire?
But this particular race, they did not have fire, but they do have like a fire pit that you jump over. This race, we had to dunk underneath a mud wall. Like, so they dug a hole and they filled it full of water. And then we had to like dive underneath and swim. And then run another 3 miles after that, wet. Yeah. So I did 30 burpees instead of that.
Burpees, I'm not ruining my outfit. Fuck you guys.
Like, I didn't bring a change of clothes. And I'm riding in someone else's car, so out of respect for the person who's driving me, I'm going to
really understand.
Do the burpees. My teammate did it. I videoed him doing it. He did, like, he's Joe, man, that guy. He'll message me. He's like, I'm just gonna go for an 18-mile run if you're interested. And I'm like, yeah, I'm interested. No. No.
Yeah.
But so in. And he just does it for fun. He's like, well, no, and he's like, it's only going to be 18 miles because I was up with my band all night drinking whiskey. I didn't get in until 2:45, so I'm thinking we're going to leave about 7, okay, for like an 18-mile run. You good? What?
That might most. If I can get that set back, I'm going to hang out with that guy.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, wait, how old is this guy?
Like, okay, so after our
28, fuck that guy.
47.
40. Boom, I'm in.
Really?
We're going.
47.
Yeah. Joe,
and
I'm in.
he like, okay, so after our Spartan run, his cousins came down because he had some family a little bit north of San Jose. They came down to San Jose and they were we all went out to the bar and we closed down the bar and opened up Denny's. Like after running all day.
Wow.
Like we went out. So
nice.
That was the good old days right there.
I was like, and then like people were like, you ran like 14 miles today, and I'm like out there dancing on the dance floor, like it was no big deal. But alcohol helps. You don't feel nothing.
And I need a good whiskey night after that.
That's
absolutely. We should do a Resolute whiskey night.
It's a good cheat. It's a good cheat day. Like you just, like I don't think personally, and I know a lot of fitness people are anti all of that. I feel like at this point, I spent so many years not living. I was in a really bad relationship for a while. And then I was so fat for a long time. I was in a prison. So I live now, I just live.
Have some work.
Yeah. It can't be all work. Yeah, for sure. So, but I'll tell you right now, if I do go out for a night of drinking, I still go to the gym the next day. I don't not go. I don't get that. I don't get the slack. That's not happening. You got to go.
I'll whine when I get up the next
Got
day.
a question in the audience. Question in the audience keeps popping up. Does she like pineapple juice? Keeps popping up. It's on the feed. Keeps popping up by
Who
Mr.
keeps asking that?
Sinatra.
Let me get.
Mr. Sinatra.
My feed is I can't.
I prefer actually for working out, like it's when you're doing these long marathons and you're doing a lot of working out. Pickles is really great for for your muscles and for cramping. So if you're doing also if you're going to run a marathon, just a tip for anybody who's interested. I don't know if anybody's like thinking like, oh, I want to run a marathon, maybe not do a Spartan race with all those obstacles, but you want to do a marathon. Mustard packets, the vinegar in the mustard packet. Like if you start getting muscle cramps, totally makes the muscle cramps go away. Even when you're working out and you start feeling a little cramping, mustard packet, telling you, miracle. It's 0 calorie. Like how win-win.
What if that'll help my tennis elbow? Mustard packets.
Yeah, just rub it. Rub it on there. What about that? What do you use the cuff?
I still use the cuff. Actually, they told me to get one. I said, well, actually, I have one. And I put it on, and it works. It works. It's great.
It does. It takes a lot of the pain away. Yeah. Because I have tennis too.
The chat on Restream. We got some good shit.
I remember one of the first questions I got, like I hadn't seen my friend Lewis in like a year, and I had lost over like I'm down for everybody who wants to know, I'm down 107 pounds. No, 107 pounds.
Wow.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, I forgot. We got so caught up in this kind of stuff. Let's see.
Show some pictures. So before, y'all see Becky now. Everybody sees her right now. Show the before picture.
This is me.
There we go.
Yeah.
There's Becky.
Wow.
That's my high school reunion. Yeah.
It doesn't even look like that.
Homecoming.
Next one we got here. Baby. Wow.
Yeah, that's my best friend's baby.
It's like half of you.
Yeah. I ate me.
That is an amazing transformation.
Look at that belly. Like, look at that belly.
Yeah.
Dude, I had some cankles. It was serious.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like a big
amazing
calf.
progress.
I don't compare at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least you're smiling.
Amazing process. Good for you.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's, yeah. And then, so down 107 pounds. I don't look, and that's the other thing is I actually kind of don't. Huh? What happened?
The comment is don't eat the baby.
Yeah.
Let me guess who that was.
Guess all right.
Yeah. And then
you better have.
The producer took his
He
hand
knows
off
exactly what to say. And he knows exactly what to say to make me feel so like
special.
Yeah. Yeah.
You are a whole or a half new person.
Yeah. I don't even feel like my face looks the same. You know, I feel like
that's
no, it doesn't.
About the FBI.
Yeah, for sure. Like you can't find me. Yeah.
Nope.
Like this.
So.
Screen you twice at the airport. Awesome.
A journey of inches. Yeah.
Journey of inches.
Awesome.
So I don't even pay attention to the scale anymore though, because I'm so focused on losing the body fat and gaining the muscle. So if you ever, a lot of gyms have those in-body scan, mine does. And you can step on the in-body scan and it'll measure your body weight and it'll check your how much muscle mass you have and how much body fat you have.
And I need to get on that.
and I've stopped worrying about weight at this point because I'm not going to get the junk in my trunk, and nobody raps about little butts. So if I if I like try to keep losing weight, I've realized that.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with my weight the way it's at, and just want to shift to a higher muscle mass. That's the goal.
Good for you.
Yeah. And if you're a girl, don't be afraid to lift heavy. Do it. It's good stuff.
Challenging your body,
Weightlifting is amazing. Yeah.
Sure is.
Yeah, and I worked my way there. I remember the first time I went into the gym and I was like using, oh my gosh, 5-pound weights. And Joey walked up to me, the trainer. He was like, no. He knocked them out of my hand and handed me a pair of 15s. No.
No. That's what I need.
But somebody tell you no?
Actually, Mark told me no. When I showed him what workout I was doing, he's like, nah, that's not good. That's not good. You're going to hurt your back, bro. You're doing too much weight right there. And I was like, oh, shit. And I'll tell you what, it worked. It worked out nice.
So what you're focusing on is, and sorry, I just read that I should cut off my head.
This shit?
Off with my head. Yeah.
Now to piggyback on what you were saying, Becca, what was nice is I think one of the things where I feel us doing this for a second time is helpful is that it shows that they go through and there is a learning curve to figure out what's working, what doesn't work, and that's what I like. One of the reasons I like so much what you're talking about the elimination diet is like when you learn after routine and it's not everything is instant. You start tailoring it to what works for you, and you start seeing those compounded results. So
right. Right. And that elimination diet really helped propel me. Like I was like, okay, so now I know what I can and can't eat, but I don't know how to eat it. So that's what prompted me to take that nutrition class at Kaiser. I highly recommend it. Almost all health plans have them now, because whether people want to talk about it or not, obesity accounts for so many health-related issues. And it's preventative. If you can lose a little bit of weight or understand what you're putting in your body, how it affects you, you're going to see results in a lot of your health. Cholesterol is going to come down. If you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, that's going to eventually go away. You're asthmatic like I was, that almost completely disappears. Like, it is amazing what happens once you start actually paying attention to what you're putting in your body and what you're putting and what your body can do on the output, like the working out part. So going to a nutritionist class through your employer will either have one through their EAP. I'm in HR, so yeah, but your EAP plan, sometimes they'll have them.
HR.
Employee assistance program will probably have it, or your health plan will have it. Blue Cross, I know for sure, has it. But yeah, just go through your nutritional. Sometimes it's just an online class, but it doesn't matter. You just do it on Zoom. It doesn't matter. It's accountability. The Kaiser one, they weigh you. They weigh you every week to see if you're actually following their plan, and that's intimidating, but worth it because you're accountable.
Yes.
I'm actually starting one with the VA.
Oh, that's part of yeah, cool. Yeah, but that's kind of like with Jeff check right now with the getting back for just officially 7 days back into this, and my work, I have to wear the suit jacket or whatever to work, and my jacket, which was barely, is now loose this week just off of hydrating, not eating the wrong stuff, going to the gym more.
Water, the power of water, right?
I have
water.
4 since we've been on the show.
So part of what the camp practices is you have to drink a gallon of water a day.
I can get around 3 liters. I think I can consistently hit 3 liters. The 4th one gets a little tough, but
the 4th one's too tough for me. I admit that out loud as well. I can't do it. It's just too much. I've shrunk my stomach so much that drinking that much water is just it's impossible.
For your guys, but if I
don't know if I'm. I still feel. I still feel like I'm that big girl sometimes. I feel like I'm that big girl.
It's just like you're still 5'2". No, but
Yeah,
like when
think
Jeff,
about that. I was 5'2" and 250 pounds.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
heaviest was 257.
That's where I'm at.
yeah,
Yeah, think about that.
burly, yeah.
Ugh.
Ah,
I was
Not gonna
miserable.
make fun. I mean, I'm thinking about it.
It's okay.
But
Oh, him?
he makes fun
No,
of me.
I-
Everybody makes fun of me. That's okay.
Just no.
You
Jeff
can make
being
fun of me. I'm good.
that-
You weighed as much as a girl.
Yeah.
I don't know what that says about the girl,
Bush League.
but
You can save him from a fire.
That's right.
you're 5. Are you? But see, he's a little taller than 5'2".
That's right. I am a little taller.
At least but you're
2.5.
No, you're like 5'6".
I'm 5'8".
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I knew you-
5'8".
5'6". He's like,
I
no, I'm claiming those every.
It's been a while.
It's okay.
Inches.
Okay. Well, cool.
Right.
Good
That's
spot.
it.
We're a few minutes in.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
No.
talked a lot.
No, this is what we're looking for.
This is perfect. And it's great because we didn't have to necessarily feel rushed.
Great.
It was entertaining for us to have more than one guest at a time, but to tackle that content and give everyone an opportunity to chat and contribute for time. We're not trying to beat Joe Rogan
Mm-hmm.
for the 3 to 4 hour podcast. So
Or a Jeffrey Sinatra.
I was going to say, or a George
I
Squad.
wasn't going to throw shade at that because a lot of the fair amount of time that's my fault. So that's that's fine. We get on a tangent, and that's all it takes. 2 alpha nerds, boom. Who knows what the fuck.
12 hours later.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna
That's
say.
when drinking. Is that our sober podcasts are much shorter on
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go figure, huh?
It's funny when you haven't seen people in a while and you've lost. Yeah. And like when you guys lose weight and you see you haven't seen people in a while and they finally see you and they're like, like my friend Lewis, he was like, how much crack did you have to do to lose that much weight?
Yeah.
It's like so much crack. I don't even have like that little flap of cartilage between my nose anymore. That's how much crack. Like, it's gone.
Well, you got me. No, it's like
That's funny.
yeah. That
Yeah.
I've done this before. I got accused of using drugs and not working.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens. It happens when you lose weight rapidly. People automatically assume that it's something other than just
Hard work.
discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because food tastes so good. Like, it's so good. So I understand.
I love it.
I eat grilled chicken and steamed broccoli like every day. And they're like, what? Whoa. Eggs.
Oh, eggs. Love me some eggs.
All right,
Me too.
We're gonna close with a little song from Daniel to close us out to try to get
Oh, yay.
musical.
The alcoholic Daniel.
The alcoholic Daniel. He was able to break away from one night of binge drinking.
To write you a song.
Yeah.
That's love.
That is love. He's a good man.
Sunday school and early morning doing hookers and blow. He finally found some time to put together a track for us.
Appreciate you, Daniel.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we'll get into
Crack me up. Oh my goodness.
Oh, crackhead.
where'd it go? I gotta click. All right.
Yeah, speaking of crackheads, here's a song from
Load. Here we go. From the Misty no kill.
When you called me this morning, told me about the new love you found. I said I'm happy for you.
Oh, I like
I'm
this one.
happy for you. Found someone else. I guess I won't be coming round. I guess it's over, baby. It's really over. And from what you said, I know you've gotten over me. It'll never be the way it used to be. So if it's gotta be this way, baby, I can take the news, okay. But if you see me and the tears are in my eyes, look away, baby, look away. And if we meet on the street and I don't know what to say, look away, baby, look away. Don't look at me. I don't want you to see me this way. When we both meet as lovers, we were better off as friends. That's how it had to be. Yeah, baby, that's how it had to be. I tell you about, but some just pretend. Wish you were hurting me. You were hurting me. Oh, I just never thought that we'd replace so soon. I wasn't prepared to those words from you. I know I wanted to be free. Yeah, baby, this is how we wanted it to be. But if you walking by and the tears are in my eyes, look away, baby, look away. And if we meet on the street someday and I don't know what to say, look away, baby, look away. Don't look at me. I don't want you to see me this way. If you see me one night and the tears are in my eyes, look away, baby, look away. And if we on the street someday, I know what they'll say, look away, baby, look away. Don't look at me. I don't want you to see me. If you see me walking by and the tears are in my eyes, look away, baby, look away. Don't look at me. I don't want you to see me. And when you called me up this morning, told me about the new love you found, I said I'm happy for you. Can't you see I'm happy for you?
Sci-fi Dan, I like that ending right there.
That was awesome.
3
Yeah,
letters, sci-fi.
that was
I
good.
like it. That was very good.
Had that shit about
Really enjoyed the
Chicago. That was
remix
like
on that.
our bonding moment. Yeah,
I
like he
love.
mixed up the English on it. It's great.
Yeah. It was good times.
I love
Great.
Chicago.
Well,
One of my favorite bands.
Me too.
Good job,
Me
Dan.
too.
my brother got me obsessed with them and Journey and Toto and all that stuff. Is
Toto.
hungover. Toto. Africa.
Africa.
Anyway, late as it is tonight, Rebecca, thank you for joining us and sharing with us your journey. Jeffrey,
Yes.
I'll be meeting you over the next 2 days from the gym as we get ready to voyage. You have your big trip coming up
Yes,
with
sir.
Daniel.
Yeah, it's gonna be good times.
In the fam. Yeah, coming up for the week of Thanksgiving won't be until what? At least the 28th. If not after that, I'm not
I'll
sure.
still be here on the 21st if we want to do it next week. But then after that, I won't be here till like the 5th.
Okay, so maybe that'll happen. Then maybe we'll do something for the 21st. I wasn't sure when you were departing, whether that was going to work out or not.
I leave on Thursday the 24th.
Sorry, I'm catching some of the chat just moved, and I saw some of the.
I've been watching it all night. I'm like, oh, I'm not saying that, Jeff. I'm not saying
I
that,
didn't even
Jeff.
have it open most of the time. I didn't even realize he was. I just opened it after you said something. I'm like,
Dude.
that just fucking happened. It's awesome. Yeah, that's not going
Some
to
of
feed
the
into
things,
it.
Jeffrey.
He deserves
don't.
a spanking, Becky. He deserves a spanking.
Don't feed him. Don't.
Don't feed him after midnight.
Don't feed the gremlin. It's
If you get him wet, you're gonna just have to waterboard him so that he stops his shit.
That's fair. That's fair.
Awesome. All right. Well, I will help you, Jeff. We'll keep each other honest. Thank you, Becca. Send us some of your professional photos of tackling the walls of Mount Sparta.
Yes.
Yes.
Spartan.
And then and if like I said, if you want to join and I'll send you some links if you want. I know Dallas is a little bit far, but it's like I think it's the closest one. If I'm in Dallas, if you want to join me.
That's awesome.
Friend Brian, we used to party together all the time. He may be one of our musical guests at one point because we shared
nice
messages for him. That's what he does. He's for where he performs is in Dallas. So I've gone to visit him once, but I have a couple other friends from back home. He's up there in the hotel industry, so I got a couple reasons to stop by. So if that ever coordinates,
yeah. See, and you could come running.
Brian, well, we'll definitely
you can
have
get this really cool medal and a leg cramp. So
even better. I want to do 120 burpees at least.
We don't have to do the beast. We can do the 5K, which is only 3 miles and
even better. I'll do the kids one. Can I do the kids one?
Well, maybe Jeff and Jeff could fly out and we could all be there for moral support and just meet you at a whiskey bar.
That'd be amazing. That
That'd
would be amazing.
I will close down a bar and open up Denny's with you. Let's do it.
I just want to party with your sister-in-law, the Russian.
Oh, my Russian sister-in-law. Yes, I'm staying with them when I go.
Oh,
yeah.
We'll bring the Russian. Sweet. That's hilarious. All right, keep us posted.
Yes. Awesome.
And then Miss Jedi can figure out what shit we're going to do for the 21st. Since that's a possibility, let's do it. We have a couple of potential guests. Chris Green may have his recording from his band available for us by that time. Shit, man. We're back on track. Last episode we did it, and then we're back in. So we're at least all consistent.
We're right on track.
So, thank you, everybody. Good
night, everybody.
Good night.